Hi, welcome back everybody. What I have in front of me is a Sarbrent USB to 2.5 external aluminum hard drive enclosure. Basically, it's an aluminum case that houses a USB 3.0 controller, and you put in a internal 2.5 laptop hard drive or SSD into it. So now, I really like this particular enclosure. I've used it quite a few times. It only retails for about $9.99 depending on where you get it. But basically it's PC compatible, Mac OS X compatible, USB 3.0, I believe that's Gen 1. And so it does support SSD or 2.5 inch hard drives. Now, this is the comparison of a write speed between a USB 3.0 and I'm sorry, this is actually USB of UASP speed comparison. So they're telling you how fast it is. There's a difference, a noticeable difference. But basically USB 3.0 is roughly, I believe, is 5 times faster than USB 2.0. But why did I choose this case? Well, I like it because first, it's affordable. And we're gonna do a quick unboxing right now. And second, I have in front of me, here's an old USB 2.0 case that I've been using for forever. You see that? That's a micro USB 2.0 connector. And I don't like that because, so here's USB 2.0, micro USB. And you know what happens? If you were just to bump this the wrong way, this gets loose and crack and damage. Now the ones with the smaller USB connectors are even worse. Some external USB 3.0 enclosures these days have proprietary SATA control boards. So if you drop it and it breaks, you're screwed. So this is an old USB 2.0 enclosure, and you see how it is. Basically, this is what it looks like in here. Not very fancy, not much protection here. It's plastic, it heats up. This hard drive is an old hard drive that I salvaged from a laptop. It's basically still decent, 750 gig, 5400 RPM. And so, I want to make use of this, store data, movies. USB 3.0, I believe you can store OSs in there. Depends if your computer will boot from it. Macs will boot from external. Certain other laptops on the PC side will not. Oh, let me see, I'm having a hard time getting this out. Let me see. Oh, there we go. So there's the enclosure itself, and you get a spread the love. Your reviews make buyers like you make the right choice. Oh yeah, sponsor me. Here is a user manual, and it's multilingual, but it's pretty basic. Tells you the interface, USB 3 reverse compatible with 1.1 and USB 2.0. Transfer rate up to 5 gigabits per second. Work temperature 0 to 65 degrees Celsius. Work humidity 8 to 90%. Storage humidity 5 to 90%. So, and that's about it. And let's open it up. So they include, and look at this. This is why I like this enclosure. And I'm not even being paid by Sarbrent. But I like this enclosure because there's a sturdy, long USB male-to-male connector here. And they include this carry case. And here is the enclosure itself. And if you're just wondering, the model number is ECUK30. But, well, and here's it popped off, but here's the control board, the interface board. So basically it's solder. You want a sturdy, I like this because it's sturdy, it won't break. And it's pretty simple fare. The case is aluminum. There's a rubber stop at the bottom, and I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to get a little light into it so that you can see. If you can see, I don't know if you can see the rubber stop, but there's a rubber stop on the back, which helps in case it were to fall. Your hard drive would actually hit that rubber stop instead of banging around. And it's held together by basically two little, if we can get in here, 2 screws here and here. And they give you even a little screwdriver and the 2 screws necessary. So let's install it right now, just to show you how easy it is. So basically, we're going to take our, excuse me there, guys. Long day. I've been talking a lot. So we're going to, the way I do it is basically, I get the front end and I line up the SATA power and everything. That's it. And then basically you want to just line up the holes correctly. And here we are. And now that rubber stop should be bumping up against it. Then we just take our 2 little screws, and they give you only 2 little screws. I remember in the previous version they gave me 3. But basically you just put in the screw and this tiny little screwdriver, which is disposable, but I'm going to keep it because I do so much work that I need these little things. And so it doesn't take much effort, and it works surprisingly well. So it's not a cruddy screwdriver, let's put it that way. You get some cheap cruddy screwdrivers and it doesn't even fit the forehead. But there you go. And we're going to connect the USB 3.0, and it does work with USB 2.0. So I like this. I like this because it's strong. There's no real wobble room, and you plug it in. So for example, you just plug it into, let's plug it into my big shop computer here. And we're gonna plug it in here, and let's see if it pops up. We should hear a beep somewhere. Well, let me see there's a, there's a blue LED light, if you can see that, it's blinking on top right there. And then as you can see on top, it's reading on the left. And so the left screen is actually, it's being detected right now, and that's a lot of videos and stuff that I have installed and just popped up on the left screen. And so of course, obviously I'm using USB 2.0, my USB 3.0 connectors are in the back, but there's a huge difference between USB 2.0 and 3.0. It transfer speeds are noticeable. Again, you do want to eject the hard drive. You don't just want to unplug it from your computer, so you don't get any file damage or such. But it's been a really, really good unit, an enclosure. And since I've used it so much, I thought I'd make a video on it. So again, this has been a quick look at Sarbrent's USB 2.0 to 2.5 external aluminum hard drive enclosure, and highly recommend it. So any questions or comments, just please post them at the bottom of the video.